Hello everyone, you are all welcome to Lively. Today's topic is circle of life and circle of death, a sphere of life and creation. So today I'm just going to tell you something about what do you mean by this circle of life and circle of death and this life and creation center of sphere of. So this is the system. I have already told you that there is a system within us and there is also called a system in the cult also. The system that means our bioplasmic body and our presence and our system of our existence that we call it together. So this is what we call the protector barrier. This cube represents, and these represent the circle of the death. This red circle, this blue circle present the circle of life, and within which there is the temple of life. We call it, and this is the center. If you notice that, if you place, if you consider this cube, so this is also the center. If you consider the circles, this is also the center. If you consider the triangle, this is also the center. This center is also called the our center of our consciousness also, and this is the center of our bodies also. Someone is called it to be the present over the heart. Someone is called to be the present of the pituitary or our consciousness center where the consciousness is holding the spirits. So whatever it may be, so this presents our existence. So this blue circle, it represents the circle of the life. That means within which the our life exists, the life forces exist. Okay, and thereafter if we cross the bridge, it's called the circle of the death. This represents that when one dies, his consciousness is brought out in the circle of the death, and after the circle of the death, there is the afterlife. So there is a thus it is the circle of the life, circle of the death, and our presence of the existence. So what we have to do, if you consider the Tantra also represents the same kind of systems that will be discussed later on. So first of all, we have to know what we mean by these all of the term, the circle of the life. Circle of the life, it represents the life, not for the symbolical purpose also. If we consider the ethereal body, we already said that there is a eggshell womb like. This is also represent the circle of the life, and within which we exist. And afterward there is the circle of death we call. If you consider these lines also is come the blue, then it goes ultimately changing to the dark red also. That's called the circle of the death, and after that there is the black. So this also represents the afterlife. That means the person or the living creature has died. So to energize our system, we have to invoke the circle of the life. If one meditate and one invoke the circle of the life, one can feel the life in oneself. If one consider over one's consciousness, one can feel the consciousness and their creation center. There's fertility and sexual activity and all kind of the creative works they can feel. But the temple of the life, this triangle represents the ascension of the energy and the fertility. That is symbolically used and also is present in our bodies also. So invocation of this temple of the life, that one can feel the life, the blessings of the life, and one can come out of the negativities and every kind of negative incidents in one's life. One can be full of vitality forces and positive forces also by invoking these circle of the life and this temple of the life, and one's holding meditating upon one's own consciousness, or at least activating within the energy these centers and these things. And circle of the death, if one meditate or hold some concentration over the circle, that one can feel the death-like condition or death-like status. What do you mean by the death? Okay, death is also some kind of important thing. When we have to destroy something and we have to form something, we have to just to get it dead by means of this term. That means we have to destroy it to form a new thing. So death is also important in our life also. So one can feel this one by meditating upon the circle of the death, and this is the sphere of our existence, and this is the called the protector barrier. So such as this one is our own system. If we hold in our body and consider this kind of the thing in our body. So just for today, thank you all. If you like it, do like, share and subscribe the Lively channel. Thank you all.